Before you call them friend, gotta prove them first. Is there really loyalty when you're at your worst? We need to hit her all like the wire. You're looking for some truth, I'll supply it. If you want it too soft, this ain't them. You gon' choose a law over sin. It's just some uncut gems. It's just some uncut gems.
We was diamonds in the dirt, just grinding in the turf. Our mama go berserk, trying to keep from riding in the hearse. Now we lions in the work, sons of Zion, we the church. Different color fringes is looking vibrant on my shirt until I'm lying in the dirt. I pray to be a fire hydrant with this word, like a geyser on a curb.
Where it says right? Because here's the thing. Here's what a lot of our people do. And a lot of our people who don't understand the Bible and read it with presuppositions. The only way you can read and understand this Bible is that you have to read it from Israelite eyes.
Right. That's right.
You have to read it in context and use hermeneutics, something y'all are obviously incapable of, right? There's no way you can read in Matthew 15 about what Christ did to that Canaanite woman, right? Or what's prophesied is going to happen to the Canaanites, and still think Christ died for everybody. Right. That's you just being willfully ignorant, right? Now, read this.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 28, verse 19. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, and lo...
Hold on, teach all things. What's up? We talking about what white supremacy is, right? People don't care about white supremacy, right? But read that last part. Teaching them what?
Teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you.
Now watch this, right? Christians and a lot of our people who are stuck in that's really the GOCC spirit. You talk about Yahushua,
right?
GOCC spirit, right? They read the part where it says, "Go teach all nations," but he said, "Teach nations whatsoever I commanded you." So let's see. You ask them, well, what did Christ command them? They're not going to know. They're going to just say faith. They're going to say different things, but they're not going to go into what he's commanded. Stay with you. Let's see what Christ commanded.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, and verse 16. And behold, one came unto him, good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is no good but one, that is God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Do what?
Keep the commandments.
Christ said if you want to enter into eternal life, you have to keep the commandments. Your Christian pastor's not going to tell you that. You're not going to find that in the Soul Flower Fest. You're not going to find that anywhere except go into what Christ says. This is what Christ commanded. So we see in Matthew chapter 28, 19? Matthew 28 verse 19, it says, teach all nations what I've commanded. And Christ commanded us to keep the law, right? Let's get another witness on that. Give me John 14, 15. Right? To double down on it. Give me Leviticus chapter 25. I think it's verse 35 where it talks about the bondman.
This is the book of John, chapter 14, and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
What?
Keep my commandments.
If you look, Christ commanded them, any disciple of him, if somebody's going to be a disciple of him, if you love him, keep his commandments. Keep his commandments. What is that? The Old Testament. Because you see in Matthew chapter 4, Christ said you got to live by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Matthew chapter 5, Christ said, I come not to destroy the law or the prophets. And he says, great is the person who keeps these commandments and teaches people to do so. That's what he taught. So, and what Christ was teaching was the law and telling his disciples to go around to the nations to teach people the law, which he commanded. Let's read out of that law and see if it can be applicable to everybody. Right? Go ahead, you got this? Leviticus 25 is later in the chapter. Yeah, verse 44.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 44. Verse 43. Thou shalt not rule over him with rigor. Verse 42. For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen.
Yeah, right. Go read that part where it's we're looking for the next thing.
Verse 43. Thou shalt not rule over him with rigor, but shalt fear thy God.
Yeah. So going into having servants of your own people, you're not allowed to rule over them with rigor. Watch this. Go ahead.
Verse 44. Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen.
Shall be of what?
Of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall ye buy bondmen and bondmaids. Moreover, of the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy.
So inside of the law, it's showing you God is being a separatist. Right. And teaching his people to be separatists. That's in the law. So if Christ was telling his disciples to go into these nations and teach what I commanded, and what he commanded is the law, and inside of the law there's racism, it cannot be open to everybody. Right. We can't come to that conclusion. But when you just read one sentence out of one verse and just erase everything else before and after it, you can say whatever the hell you want to do. That's why the Catholic Church has been raping kids for all of eternity. Let's be honest. Right? That's why your Christian pastor has been raping your wallets for all of eternity, right? He talks about that Malachi chapter 3, verse 8, will the man rob God? Right? Then take that and say you gotta give tithes or you're robbing God. But tithes is for the Levitical priest. Nigga, you were a Judite. You don't need tithes. Let's be honest. You see what I mean? And when people just say whatever they want to out of the Bible, you seem smart, you think you know better than the people who study this, but in actuality, you know nothing. 1 Corinthians 8:2.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 2. If any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know.
Y'all know nothing. Right. People think that's talking about pride. A lot of people think they know something. They think they're just completely infallible, but a lot of y'all niggas don't know nothing, especially you women, right? When it comes to the Bible, especially you women. Bring that out. Nothing at all. So go back into Matthew chapter 28. Give me Acts chapter 2.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 28, starting at verse 19. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you.
Teaching them to do all things whatsoever I commanded you. We already proven the things he commanded was the law. Inside the law is racism, so it can't be open to all nations because you can be racist to them inside of the law. Right. Why would they agree to that? Why would they not agree to that? That wouldn't make any goddamn sense. So when it says go into all these nations, let's see why Christ said that.
This is the book of Acts chapter 2 and verse 5. And there dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men from every nation under heaven. Now, and there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, from every nation under heaven.
For every nation under heaven. There was Jews coming to Judea who dwelt from every nation under heaven. That's why Christ said, go make disciples of my people. Go make disciples of all nations. Why? Because Israel's in all nations. That's why. But if y'all would read, right, and Acts is like right after that. Right after the gospel, chapter 2, right? If you would read, you would know Israel was in all nations. You got, yes, great precept.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 13, starting at verse 3. Confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel. For he hath scattered us among them.
That's the Great Commission.
Right.
That's the Great Commission. Before Christ even says what he says in Matthew chapter 28, that's the Great Commission. Israel scattered between all nations, so Christ said, go into all nations and fish them. It's crazy, right?
Book of Hosea, chapter 8 and verse 8. Israel is swallowed up. Now they shall be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure.
And that's how we even know who the Israelites are. Israel was swallowed up into the Gentiles. What does that mean? They're going to be in between the Gentiles, right? As a vessel of no pleasure. You know why Israel is a vessel of no pleasure? Because they're under the curses. That's how the disciples will know who to go to and who not to go to.
Right.
You see how easy that is? You see how easy it is to break down what Christ is talking about? But when you just take something, lift it out of context, you can say whatever the hell you want to, man. You can say whatever the hell you want to. Give me, I gotta go back. Go back to Matthew 28. I did some more on that, actually. That's it? But yeah, man, that's easy as that, man. Y'all believe in Christ? Y'all believe in Christ? We're just gonna keep on walking?
That big boy got shitted on.
And you know what? Good, man. Good. You deserve to be shitted on, right? If I can't get you, thank God the birds got you.
That's right.
Turn around to boy. I know this man said turn around like you about to do something, man. Keep it push. You know you're looking for your next meal. That's what you're looking for. But we ain't got no food for you. The only food we got is let the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans know we're God's chosen people.
That's right.
Y'all know who the Israelites are?
I'm sorry, I'm reading
What I was saying is we're telling the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to be God's chosen people. We're not just niggas. Can I show you about verse real quick? Let me show you something. Give me Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. Do you know anything about Christ? Who is his mission?
us,
Who's up?
the people.
All
His children.
people.
We believe in them. We follow them.
Okay, watch.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 24. And he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Christ said, I'm not sent, but means for except. Yeah, the people of Israel. That's not the whole world, right? So knowing that Christ said this can't be changed. Christ's mission don't ever change. Christ is saying yesterday, today, and forever. So it's important to know who Israel is. We see through the prophecies that Israel would go on slave ships. Israel would be in the jail system. Israel would hate each other. There'd be men leaving their wives, leaving their children. We don't see that with the people over there with small hats. They build it. But it said our people will be in captivity until Christ comes back. So what we telling our people is, we are those people. We fit every single one of those curses. Like, cause watch this. Let me show you something. I'll give you a perfect example, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. Tell me this ain't true.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
I shall be
Evil toward his brother.
all right? That we hate each other. We used to be delicate toward each other. Our women and our men. We're the only people who will just see somebody who's just like us and mean mug. We're not doing that to white people. This says Israel's gonna be doing it.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward who?
The wife of his bosom.
Who the only people having strife like that with their wives? Perpetually.
I believe y'all. This is a conversation on somewhere else. Happy birthday to me. Thank you for sharing. Y'all have I believe on the white part.
You believe on what?
On the white part.
On the what part? Why, is that a problem or something? No. Oh. Well,
I just feel like my opinion will go somewhere else.
Your opinion goes somewhere else. What does that mean? That's I'm not gonna lie, I'm confused. I'm befuddled, right? I've been led astray, I've been bamboozled, right? I don't understand. I generally, not saying like, okay, I see how people are being rebellious. I generally don't know what the fuck you thought.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you is very delicate. His eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
And that one hits hard. The remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Who's known for leaving their children? Who makes jokes? Who gets jokes made about them for leaving their kids? Who gets jokes made about them for freaking going up without their father? That's us. That's us, man.
Much respect.
What's up? You hear what? Respect. Hey man, let me have a conversation with you. Let's have a conversation. Yeah, let's have a conversation. You have to throw up gang signs, man? You hypocrite? You hypocrite, man? Let me throw some gang signs real quick. You what? Oh, a Sigma. Hey, Razan, bring him over here. Let's have a conversation about it. Hey, let's have a conversation about it, man. Let's talk about it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the least you can do, Esau. Don't come over to flash some gang signs, man. Don't give niggas flashbacks. But let me do this, right? Give me Isaiah 61. Right? So I want to be sure about this. Hey, Black History. You know about Black History?
All day, every day.
I said, do you know about Black History?
I don't know a whole lot, but I can take some stuff.
Can I show you something real fast?
What you got?
Let me show you something, right? Let's talk about Black History real quick. You know what color Christ was? You know what color Christ was?
No, I ain't never seen it.
Watch this. Let me show you something. Revelation 1. What if I told you Christ was a black man?
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
This is the picture they give us about Christ. Is this white wool? White wool? That's not. That's with it round and straight here, right? Christ's depiction is getting given right here. His hair is white and woolly.
And his voice as the sound of many waters. And he had and his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet like unto what?
Fine brass.
His feet are like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brownish ambers, right?
And his feet like unto fine brass. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
Not only was it brown like it was burnt in a furnace. What color is that? That's black. Christ is the black man in the Bible. That's some black history.
That's right.
And before you go, one thing real fast. If Christ is black and Christ is a Jew, what color are the Jews then?
That's right.
That's some black history for you. You a Jew. All of us up here, y'all Israelite sisters. That's how the church we give us alley-oops, right? Alley-oops, man. But yeah. Is that Sergeant Shamar? I'm gonna send shoot that clip. He gonna love that one. Hey Ron, you got it? He got it, right? Oh yeah. You got Isaiah 61? Let's go into the gospel. Can we talk about Juneteenth? Let me read this actually.
Nah, he told me watch out. I'm trying to walk over there.
Right, I'm just gonna hear. I want you to read this. right? Because Google has a very basic and general explanation of what Juneteenth is. And that's we're in Juneteenth weekend. So let's read.
This is the definition of Juneteenth, a holiday celebrated on June 19th to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. The holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, the aftermath of the Civil War, enslaved people were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation.
So we were so-called declared free at the end of that declaration, right? Are we free as a people? No. There is no freedom here. What do you mean? What can you possibly mean by we're free? We can walk down the street right now. A police officer, the right arm of the freaking white man, the police officer can pull us over right now, lock us up, and trump up charges, and them things is going to stick. But our people are going to say we're free. We're not free. Instead of being enslaved to the South, we're now enslaved to the rest of the United States. And they gave us this little holiday so we can celebrate this. What is this going to amount to? It's the same thing in the tacos and tequila festival. We always get the littlest thing. When a white man wants to have a festival, they damn near close down the city. They damn near close down a section of the city. We get just a little measly ass soul festival, bro. That's nothing. We are not free as a people. We're enslaved. Matter of fact, we're enslaved through the religions like Christianity, being the number one. Like, give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 64. Christianity, goddamn Egyptology, and Islam. These things are enslaving us because this makes us commit sacrilege to our God. And when we do that, what happens? Captivity, captivity, captivity. It just looks a little different.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from one end of the earth even to the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
Even wood and stone. That's where we're at right now. We're serving wood and stone. These same people who are in this festival today are going to be in a Christian church tomorrow. Some of them are going to be in the damn the mosque. Some of them are going to be talking about the black woman's God for some reason, right? It's crazy how a black man can say the black woman's God. Well, y'all on child support right now. I couldn't imagine. Being on child support and believing the black woman's God. The black woman wants to be in captivity. Cool. That's the God. That's horrible. That's horrible. We're not free, right? And on top of that, try to take your kid to a different district in Dallas for school that you don't live in. Try to do that. See what happens to you. You get arrested for things like that. Yeah. Even in Oklahoma, I talk about this all the time. A few years back in Oklahoma, a black woman wanted to have her child go to a better district that gets more funding. It just so happens to be mostly white, right? It just so happens, right? I wonder why that is. But I digress. You take a child over there to get a better learning and a better understanding. She got caught. She has to go to jail for it. But we're free? But we're free? Our people are not free right now. Drop that. Give me John 8:32. We need to see what makes us free. What's up, bro? Can I have a conversation with you real quick? Do you think the black man in America right now is free? Why? How can you be free and have traps at the same time, bro? What's up? What trap the white man got? The white man set the traps. How he got a trap? But how he has a trap for himself? If he's setting, who's setting the traps for the white man? Why not? He took Oak Cliff. Look at Oak Cliff. You think Oak Cliff had a Whole Foods in it walk there?
That's what happened because they walking together with you what you do corporate level. You can't do what I do.
Like what?
like walking around. You can't
Oak Cliff is completely gentrified right now.
Right.
Like, white man can come in there, buy your block. Our people out there selling, trying to rep a block and shoot each other over a block. White man come and take that block. Hold up, before we get there, and I'm trying to illustrate this. The white man can come and buy that block. The same brothers want to shoot each other over a block that they don't even own. The white man can come and take it, right? So he's not in a trap. You know who's in a trap? What trap is that? Okay, brother, how is he in a trap, and then the only reason he's not in a trap?
Because you're not playing the same game he's playing. You're playing a losing game. You're playing I'm the victim. You play the same way he played. He gonna say, well, I got to do this for different age.
How are we not a victim?
We are a victim. You gotta stop thinking like a victim.
What does that mean?
You gotta be like, stop trying to be involved with everybody else's shit.
I agree.
This is our shit.
I agree.
Don't come over here with your bullshit. Because you don't come over here. You can't come over there with your shit. When I do that's what shit. So stop trying to be belonging to everybody. The LBG community. This and that.
I agree, right? There's something I want to follow that up with, but I'm trying to show you something in the Bible real fast about what you just said. I'm going to show you something. Ezra 4:1. Watch this. Like, just like how you said, we did that same thing in the Bible. Literally. Watch this. We were trying to build our temple, and because our temple, we used to go to worship our God, to give service to our God.
No, but they tell us everything racist. Racist is bad. They practice racism.
I agree. I agree. Watch it, man. Let me show you something. I'm trying to say it hard. Watch this.
It's the book of Ezra. It's the book of Ezra, chapter 4, verse 1. Now, when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord God of Israel.
What's happening right here? The adversaries. That's like the other nation. Everybody outside of us, right? How is this their book? No, brother. There's this thing called the Council. Brother, I got you. Let me clarify what I mean by that. This could possibly their book. Even if getting put together, it got put together where in Africa, in the Council of Concord. Inside of this book, give me Acts chapter 13, verse 1. We're going to come back to that. I mean, the white man tries to call Kush or black for everybody in Africa, but that's not specifically in the Bible. You have other people.
That's their team.
Hold on, let me show you why this is. Hold on, I'm going to show you why this is our tool.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1.
If this is a white man's book, I want you to explain to me why this person is called
the name of the book says King David.
Now there were in the church that was it.
That's not the Bible.
Brother, let the verse come out and then we can see if that's true. You don't know this verse if you're saying that statement.
Now there were in the church that was in Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon.
These are Jews.
That was called nigger.
Oh, what?
Nigger.
Why were the Israelites in the Bible called nigger if this is the white people's book? Explain that. That's God's people. Why are they called nigger then? Brother, that's irrelevant. You gotta answer that question. You said this is a white man's Bible, but God's people in this book is called nigger.
You didn't make the word nigger.
Brother, so you see why people... Hold up, brother. Hold up. Okay, I just call you brother then. Brother, nigger is a Latin word for black. Why is a Jew getting called black here?
Black is a human.
Brother, do you have a job?
I do have a job.
When you filled out the application and they asked you to race, what you click black, brother. I know you click black.
Because I myself.
And I got you. But here's the thing: we still come back to the same thing. Why? If this is the white brother. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Because you say no, hold on. I'm going to show you, brother. Where did it originate from then?
Not Africa.
Where did it originate from?
From the slave master.
When? Brother, I can just just say stuff. You can just say stuff.
No, have you read the book? You know that book was taken out of his book.
Yes, and for good reason.
No, not for good reason.
There's no manuscripts.
Every truth should be in this book, no matter good or bad.
Brother, you can't do that.
No, you
Because
can't do
the
that.
reason
You
why,
can't say,
hold
well,
up,
it's written in the book, and I'm gonna accept it.
hold up, brother. We're coming right back to that. We're gonna come right back to that. I know you're gonna go. You want to leave off that word. You don't want to deal with nothing. You don't want to learn
Nigger
shit.
is in the book that they made for you.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. You're ignorant as hell. You're ignorant as hell. It always be niggas will say I got good jobs, think they know something. You say it's the white man's book, but the people in here are called nigger.
Okay, though. You tell me niggas okay in that book that somebody else made for you.
Do you call yourself black?
I call myself a man.
Do you call yourself black? Did you check black? You check black. You called yourself a nigga, nigga. That's what you did. That's crazy. Why are you so? Why people so hypocritical? You so hypocritical. I thought it was the white man's book. Why did you call yourself a nigga? Who's the Jews then? Who are the Jews? Who are the Jews? Who are the Jews? That's what I thought, nigga. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. You're a hypocrite, nigga, and you're gonna die in this place. Just like the rest of these niggas, bro. Give me Amos chapter 9. It always be a nigga with a bald ass head thinking you know something. It always be a nigga with a bald ass head. What I'm just saying. You know, you think you know something. I'm gonna be honest, scary hours. You're fucking retarded, bro. Niggas is fucking retarded, bro. I hate when I get a nigga in a trick bag and he's too stupid to realize it. I hate that. It's the white man's Bible. It's the white man's Bible. God shows people are white, but they're being called niggas. But they just put that in there so you can be called nigga. How? Where did this book come from? It came from the slave master. When? And just the angles of time. When? We already going to the Council of Cards because you weren't ready for that shit. Right. That's why you ran from it. Niggas is fucking stupid. Read this. Amos 9 and 10.
This is the book of Amos chapter 9 verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
All you niggas need to fucking die, bro. I be so tired. Give me drop that. Proverbs 13:13. I can't stand a nigga who think he knows something, bro. I can't stand that shit, bro. Right? Give me this guy. What's up? I'm good. I'm good. I don't got time. I'm on my people right now.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Shall be what?
Shall be destroyed.
What a wonderful destruction that would be. Y'all need to be destroyed. The white man right here, man. This guy right here. You're going to get destroyed.
Right.
You're going to be destroyed just with him, man. What is he on, man? Wait, hold on, Brian. What is he on? What you on, man? No, I'm saying we're demonizing this image. Your forefathers have painted Christ to be a white man.
Here's the thing about it. The Bible never said what color it was.
Yes, it did.
No, it does say white.
Yes,
it don't say white. That's a
it don't say white. It calls him black, though. What color is that?
Brown.
Are the people over there with hats brown?
You know what we got snakes on all the
Are they brown, though?
Hey, listen.
Are they brown, though? What? Are they brown?
They tan. They in the sun all day.
That's
No, they're not. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
Hey, Brody, hold on. Hey, Brody, let me show you what Christ looks like.
And his eyes were like
You take a step back, you're going to be all the way up on us like that.
and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. And his voice as the sound of many waters. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Christ's head, his head and his hairs were white like wool. It was white and woolly.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes are what?
As a flame of fire.
This Christ, he has neither of those things.
So what you're saying is Jesus is
And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet like unto what?
Fine brass.
As if it was what?
Burned in a furnace.
What?
Burned in a furnace.
Burn something in the furnace, what colors look like?
It ain't black if it's wrong. If it's fucking bronze, okay.
What does burnished bronze look like?
Brown.
Google it.
Brown.
Google it right now. Type in burnished bronze, burnished brass. Burnished.
Is it the Father? So it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right?
Bro, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the color right now. It says burnished brass. What color is burnished brass?
I don't know. What color?
Burnished brass is black. Christ was a black man.
Brass don't turn black. You wipe it right off, man.
Watch this. Watch this. This is going to be funny as hell. Let me see this.
Fuck white supremacy. See how he labeled me since I came up about that's my forefathers.
I doubt it.
What should I answer that?
I ain't white. I just looked at it. I'm just saying. Hey, but look though, in the world, the problem
This
is
is burnished brass.
that label.
This is burnished. This right here on the camera. It's on camera right here, right? This is burnished brass. What color of people does this look like? Does this look like what's been propagated? No. Burnished brass is a dark-skinned man. That's out of there, bro. It's always we don't know Christ's color. We don't know Christ's color. matter of fact, until we start demonizing the white image, right? Until we start demonizing the white image, Christ's color don't matter. That's crazy. That's crazy. Right? And I've heard people say he's all color. That's funny. It's just, hey, y'all believe in God? Y'all believe in God? Let me show you something real fast. Let me show you something real fast, bro. I'm gonna just say this, right? We God's chosen people, bro.
That's right.
We're not niggas, we're not Spicks, we're not Native Americans, we God's chosen people, the Israelites. Everybody in the hurry goes to the hurry. Ain't nobody in a hurry to serve the Lord. Right. That'd be my problem with the state of Israel, right? Everybody be in a hurry to every single thing, but to serve the power, to serve the only living power, right? Y'all will never be in no hurry to do that. Y'all need to be in a hurry to go to y'all's Christian church. That'd be the funniest thing about it. If we wrong, at least be solid in what you believe in. Y'all don't even be in a church like that. Y'all show up for Christmas service, y'all show up for Easter service, right? And that's it. And Mother's Day service. And what a surprise. What a surprise. Right? It's crazy, man. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. Bring that back out. Bring that animals back out. That bald head nigga ain't getting away. Right? Give me Proverbs 13:13.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11. Salakia, verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
You know what that means? The evil should not overtake nor prevent me. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Right.
It's that no, see, like they have this thing in algebra, right? You have equation, right? One side, like you have one side of the equation, you have an equal sign, and then you have the other part to it, right? Now, on the left hand, it says the evil should not overtake nor prevent us, right? And it equals, you know what that equals? Looking around and finding out. That's what that equals. That's what that equation equals at the very end of it, right? And then what's going to happen to those people? Read that from the top again.
Verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
Y'all niggas got to die by the sword. Our people got to know death by pain. Right? Because I be sitting there really thinking about it. I be so nice to people. I be so nice to people. And niggas want to take advantage of that shit every time we come out of here, bro. Right. Niggas just be, like normally, what y'all think these black Hebrew Israelites, we just yell at people. We just rude to people. We shove the Bible down your throats. I really don't do that. At all. I really be genuinely trying to have a conversation, and then here comes a nigga trying to insult my goddamn intelligence. Here y'all come. I couldn't imagine what it was like being a prophet in Jerusalem. I couldn't, bro. You were an Israelite, knowing you're an Israelite, niggas walking by, not giving a fuck, bro. Come on. I'd be way more mad then. Because like now y'all kind of got an excuse. Y'all went and through the annals of time, y'all got nigga beating into you, Mexican beating into you. Okay, I get you. But y'all niggas in Jerusalem, so give me Nehemiah 9:26. Give me Nehemiah 9:26.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
And that's what's going to happen to a lot of people. All you people who want to say you believe in God, but don't want to stop to hear a Bible verse or apply it to their life is going to be what?
Destroyed.
your niggas gonna be destroyed.
That's right.
That's what's gonna happen. It's not funny. You're going to be destroyed, but what?
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
But if you fear the commandments, you will be rewarded. What's our reward? Being the first fruits of the kingdom, man. Hey, brother, you believe in God? Thank you, sir. Thank you for acknowledging us, right? Acknowledge me, right? Dallas, Texas. Acknowledge me.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 9, verse 26. Nevertheless, they were disobedient and rebelled against thee, and cast thy law behind their backs.
Y'all do the same thing. The same thing y'all did back in the day. You cast the law behind your backs, but what?
And slew thy prophets, which testified against them.
And that's what we do here. If y'all could, right, because back then there wasn't no law really stopping y'all from doing that. Y'all could just fall upon the prophets. They give a prophecy you don't like. Screw that. I'm about to kill this thing. Y'all would do the same thing if the police officers was not here and they didn't have police force. The prophecy come out, you hate us, and you want to kill us. And that's exhibited through y'all's behavior towards us. That's how we know that. Go ahead.
And slew thy prophets which testified against them to turn them to thee, and they wrought great provocations. Therefore thou deliverest them into the hand of their enemies.
The Lord says, screw it. Once you, like, it's like if you have a child and you keep giving them an ass whooping every time they mess up, and you gotta just let them, you gotta just screw it. He's just not gonna get it. I'm just gonna let the world get him. That's what the Lord's done with us.